geckos. Wait, no, that's not a gecko.
I'm not doing so well here.
Denied.
Alright, let's take a look at this space before we go over to that one spot. Death claws and all that. Death claws. Yeah, so you thought I gave up on this? Nah. It's just every time I run it, play for a few, it just crashes. Hopefully that changes. I'm gonna check this place out.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. We can monitor Ranger activity all through the region with the systems here.
Good. You just another one of them.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Come on down this way. I guess we'll check it out. Off tank.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Like somebody should be there, but it's still waking up.
Glad to see you. Need a patch job?
I really leave it.
Sir?
Looking for whoever's the leader over here. Looking for a CO. Oh, didn't see that. Oh, food. I gotta be eating some breakfast. Okay, we're not. Let's actually go inside the building. That's just somebody over here. You're just a trooper. Okay, inside the house we go. Should say a house, should say like a mansion. How do we get inside? Probably back there. Yep, there we go. There's an entrance right there. House resort. You somebody in charge.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
What's that? Oh, combat armor. Wait. There's no. Wow.
Hey,
They're looking for a named somebody that wants to talk.
hey.
Oh. Aha. Nope. Well, they're making some meth over here.
Hey. You should talk to Chief Hanlon if you have any questions. He's usually up on the balcony.
Ah, that's even better. How do we get to the balcony? Ah. Hey there, nigga.
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. You must be the courier folks have been talking about. Word on the radio is that someone wronged you back in Good Springs. The Mojave has a way of burning decent people up. But it sounds like you've done right by the NCR. It's appreciated. Now what can I do for you? Folks around here call me the chief, but Hanlon's just fine. The Rangers run themselves pretty well, but I try to lend a hand. Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water. Legion fires. They burn high wherever the Legion goes. Caesar's a hard man to figure out, but he always wants you to know when more troops are at your front door. Shoot. The best of the best, worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of the apocalypse. Like a lot of the followers, he went out in the wilderness with a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be, except with books and medicine instead of guns. Out to the Grand Canyon, he met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham. Graham helped translate for the followers and the tribes. All three of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest. Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua Graham became his legate, his right hand. And that's where Graham stayed until Hoover Dam. Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went. It's not that clear-cut. You have to understand, Graham was the toughest son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports on Graham from Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man. Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore. Just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is their chief, father, and god, all rolled into one. Shoot. It's no secret we've had better campaigns. Holding this whole length of river isn't easy. We're stretched thin and the long 15 just keeps getting longer. Slow to get supplies, slower to get reinforcements. NCR's Senate has got funds tied up at the Boneyard. And President Kimball ordered our most experienced rangers to chase ghosts down at Baja. Senate elections are coming up. Local representatives don't want to push any more funding to the Mojave campaign because it's unpopular. Most of the folks around the Boneyard haven't been to New Vegas and probably never will. All they know is that their money gets sucked away to this desert and their brothers, sisters, sons, and daughters die here. It's complicated. Goes way back. I told President Kimball that we need more rangers here. He accepted that, but took the most experienced ones and sent them south. Patrol rangers are good men and women, but we're about to fight a war. You've seen it yourself. Some of them don't even have proper service rifles or armor. Our heavy infantry, power armor units, they're back in NCR territory protecting the interests of Brahmin barons against small-time raiders. Brahmin barons only have one vote at the ballot box, but they have a lot of money to throw around. Shoot. Not too long ago, they took Nelson and Searchlight. They got some camps on the eastern shore of the Colorado, and the monstrosity on the hill across the lake, that's for Caesar. Some folks don't believe he's here yet, but you can tell. He's the eye of the storm. It all roils and spins around him. You don't have to see the man to see the effect he has. Nelson was barely set up. We had a big stretch of unprotected land between Forlorn Hope and Searchlight, and Nelson was the solution. A deaconess named Dead Sea took the place and caused a lot of damage. By the way, I appreciate what you did for the troopers down there. Nelson might not be the most strategically important place, but taking Dead Sea out means a lot to them. Searchlight was worse. One of Caesar's Frumentari must have found something in there. Flooded the whole camp with radiation. Shoot. I could tell you a lot if you had the time, but at my age, I'm not sure which of us would get tired first. What do you want to know? Suppose it depends on what you think's good. Most folks want to hear about Hoover Dam and Boulder City, but it's a long story. If you want some tall tales about hunting down slavers or busting up gangs, talk to one of the younger rangers. In big battles, Caesar deploys his legionaries in waves. Recruits up front, prime soldiers behind the recruits, old guard bringing up the rear. Opponents wear themselves out dealing with the first two waves, if they survive that long. When the veterans step up, there's not much fight left. Caesar can adapt, though, and when required, he can run any mix of legionaries as skirmishers and still retain order in the ranks. Joshua Graham, Caesar's old legate, he wasn't so flexible. When the Legion attacked Hoover Dam, General Oliver ordered his troopers back to the middle ground just after first contact. Graham pushed all of the legionaries onto the dam, filling the east side with recruits up front and veterans in the back, by the book. But once they were in, they were stuck there. Oliver's troopers were entrenched and wouldn't give a foot. That's when we ordered the Rangers and the 1st Recon sharpshooters to start picking off veteran Legion officers from a high ridge west of the dam. That only lasted about a minute before Graham ordered the back ranks to push through to the front and rush the ridge. Caused total chaos among the younger legionaries. Oliver's troopers fell back to the side walkways and stayed out of the veterans' way. By the time the veterans got to the ridge, we were already in Boulder City. They followed us down there, but we were out before they realized what was happening. We had packed the old city with C4 and dynamite. Crude, but it did the job. Those who didn't die in the blast were in no position to mount a defense. The ones left on the dam didn't know what to do. The troopers routed them. Graham pulled the remaining legionaries back, but the battle was over. He went south, back to the Grand Canyon, back to Caesar. And that was the last we saw or heard from Joshua Graham. Adios.
Okay. Let's try cutting it from over here. Maybe we can bypass that death claw. Just in case. Bugs. I think I just saw the death claw. I'll hook more closely to the water. Hope my guys keep up. Ooh. Drink. Okay, what the heck are those? Moleculars. Oh, don't go in the nasty water. Oh, guess what? Oh, I can't shoot another. Oh. They ain't got nothing. Ow, 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 ow. Get to land. Get back over here. I have a feeling those are gonna act. Or not. So far, so good. Ooh. Hopefully no that's closed. There's more of them. I'm doing a quick one. I gotta see if there's actually anything. For air, go for air. Yeah, there ain't nothing over here. Is that a trap? Oh, purple. Oh yeah, I think we're killing some bugs. Wait, what? Oh, they're over there. Oh, okay, I found that. Can we get in there? Okay, or not. Let me aggro something. I'm trying to look for my companions. Of course they would go in there. Come on. Oh, it's not good. Holy crap, these guys hurt. Yo, look at the one. Oh god, they all hurt. I didn't do much. Yeah, get some. You had nothing on you. Had something. Okay, there's stim pack. Eat more, drink more. Yeah, I guess. Where the heck is Veronica? Why are you so quick? Running, how'd you weave? I didn't check my health. Okay, it's gonna be a long one. They're still over here. Like, you guys still aggroed on the one guy? Yep. Wait for my AP to get back. Oh no. Why you always aggro on her? Cancel. Wow, this is gonna be really annoying. My guns are just barely out of range. Wait, how the... Oh. Okay, I'll be right back.